Tell and Rhodey. Go tell and Rhodey. Go tell and Rhodey that everybody's dead.
Hello everyone, I'm Cyclone Content and welcome to Godzilla Month. Godzilla Month is... I'm doing Godzilla Month just to celebrate the 4th year anniversary of the release of Godzilla 2014 in theaters in May 16th. This will not be an annual thing. I don't plan on this being like an every year thing. But we'll see how that goes down the road. And since this is Godzilla Month and just celebrate my love for Godzilla, why not show my collection? Now keep in mind my collection is pretty small in comparison to others, but that's because I used to have a buttload of figures, but then I decided I didn't want them and sold them. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, now it's time to show off my DVDs that I have. As you can see, I have the usual suspects as to what would most likely be here, but let's get on with like a mini review of each film. Then we have here Godzilla by the Criterion Collection, and I gotta say, this movie is awesome. If you have not done if you're not even a Godzilla fan, watch this movie. It's so good. Like, it's one of the few Godzilla movies I would say that non-fans can actually watch and enjoy. So, is that? Then we got Godzilla 1984, which is kind of like a direct sequel to this, kind of, if you skip the Showa era. But yeah, this movie's pretty good too. It's not like a definite classic like 1954, but it's still like pretty good, and I gotta say, the ending did actually tug on my heartstrings, so there's that. Then I have the Toho Godzilla collection by Sony, which has all the Millennium era movies plus one Heisei movie for some reason. And it's pretty good DVD, but I do plan on replacing this with the Blu-rays that came out, so yeah. Then we have my favorite Godzilla movie to date. Yes, this is my absolute favorite. It's Godzilla 2014. And yeah, I'll explain why I love this movie so much later this month. Then we have the next movie in this series, Kong Skull Island. It was a pretty fun movie from what I remember. I still have yet to go rewatch it, but memory tells me that this was actually pretty good. So, yeah. And then we have my second favorite Godzilla movie, Shin Godzilla. Now, Shin Godzilla is one of my, again, it's my second favorite Godzilla movie. And yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air compared to the other movies because of how different it portrays Godzilla. Now, it's not as different as per se 1998 Godzilla, but it's still pretty different, but it's a good different. So yeah, that's my Blu-ray collection. We go into books/comic books. So, as you can see, I got Rulers of the Earth, Volume 1. It's a pretty good series, even though I only have the first volume. But the first volume has gotten me hooked in it so far, so I'll try to pick up the rest of the series. Then we have the Half-Century War. This one is very good. This has to be my favorite Godzilla comic to date. I just love the art style, and I plan on picking up Godzilla in Hell, which also has the same artist as this one. Well, one of the same. The artist that did this one is featured in some comics, so yeah, I plan on picking that up soon. But yeah, if you can get the on-one version, which this is that, pick it up. Then I have Godzilla Awakening, the prequel comic to the 2014 Godzilla, and I got this right before the movie came out, and I gotta say, I love this comic. it does have its flaws. There's some continuity errors between this and the movie, but still, it's pretty good. Then we have the official movie novelization. Sorry, my mind blinks there, but yeah. So far, it's a pretty detailed read, and it's so good. I just got past the part where Janjira collapsed, and it was pretty emotional even from reading it, so yeah. Anyway, that's my Godzilla books and stuff. Now we get down to the figures. As you can see, I have 3 Bandai vinyls. Let's start with Godzilla 2000. I forgot to say this during the DVD portion, but Godzilla 2000 was my first Godzilla movie, like first fully Godzilla movie. My technical first was 1998. And I gotta say, it's still one of my favorites today. And the design for Godzilla is absolute. I love this design. It's so ferocious and stuff like that. So, you'll find me saying that and stuff like that a lot. So, but yeah, this version of Godzilla is definitely like the coolest looking out of all of them, I'd say. Second to Shin Godzilla, of course. But anyway, now it's Bandai version of Godzilla 2000. Next, we have the Bandai Japan version of Godzilla 2014, which this was actually my first Bandai vinyl. Well, first 6-inch vinyl. I'll kind of explain that later on, and I gotta say, they could have done a bit better with the head, because I find the head to be very small in comparison to the body, to what actually 2014 is. I don't know, I wish they made the head a bit more defined, and the arms are a bit too long, I'd say. Well, they're not a bit too long, they are accurate, but I wish they cut it out. The way that they put the joint in was a bit weird. As you can see, it's just right on the shoulder, except for unlike this one where it's more of like the bicep. So yeah, but still, it's a pretty good Bandai figure. And then we have my favorite next to Godzilla 2000, which is next we have my favorite, which next to Godzilla 2000, which is Shin Godzilla. And yeah, I love this figure. It's got the huge freaking tail, which I'm still astonished by. This is the thing that takes up most shelf space right now, and yeah, still a pretty good figure. I'm not sure if I want to pick up the NECA or the SH Monster Arts. Maybe not the SH Monster Arts now that I think about it, because that thing is fucking too expensive. But anyway, there's that. Okay, moving on to the 6-inch, or not 6-inch, smaller figure, the candy toys. As you see, I got these two in the Destruction City. I still find it funny how we haven't gotten a female Muto, like 6-inch yet. It's like, come on, Bandai, you gotta do this. Come on, somebody. I know NECA won't do it because apparently they don't have the rights or something. I don't know. But still, someone make a 6-inch Muto figure. I'm begging you. For some reason, they made the male Muto 6-inch, but not the female Muto, which that's more accurate. Okay. And then we have my technical first Bandai figure, Bandai Japan figure, which is this candy toy of Godzilla 2001, which I love this design. You'll find. I guess I don't have a definitive favorite design. I don't know. Shoot. Fuck. It's so hard. Why? Okay. Let's restart. Okay, so now I have the smaller figures. As you see, I have these two from the City Destruction City set, which that was a pretty good set, and I love these two figures. I'm still, after 4 years, I still have my fingers crossed for a female, like 6-inch female Muto figure. I'm shocked that there hasn't been one yet, because she was kind of like the main bad guy in the movie. not the male Muto. But anyway. Then we have this candy toy version of Godzilla GMK, which this has to be like one of my favorite. Again, most of my favorite designs are that came from like the Millennium series slash after. They were just pretty cool designs, and this one's no different. And I love the completely white eyes and stuff like that. And it's a pretty good small version of the 9-inch figure, which I am hopefully going to get. Now onto the Bandai America toys that I have, which is not a lot. And it's the Tailstrike figure, which I don't care what people say. I actually kind of like this figure because a lot of people's like, oh, you just do this. No, you put your thumb down and then you wiggle it back and forth, and then that's what makes the tail wiggle. Like that. It's pretty good. I just find me liking this figure a lot because I have the most fun with it. So yeah, there's that. Now on to my two NECA figures. I have the Godzilla 94 here, and it's a pretty good like stand-in for the SH Monster Arts, considering that thing is too damn expensive for me. But yeah, it's pretty good. Even though I would say that the thighs are a bit too thin on this figure, it's still a pretty good mold, and I like it. And next we have my absolute favorite figure out of all my collection, the Godzilla 2014 by NECA. This a lot of people sorry. Well, just adjusting myself. A lot of people would say that this figure that the SH Monster Arts figure is the ultimate like 6-inch figure that you could buy for 2014. And I have to disagree. This one is way more screen accurate. And the SH Monster Arts has more articulation, but this is just a $24 figure, guys. And I'm not sure if it's true, but they got like the model for this figure from Legendary themselves. So yeah, it's half that model and some of it's hand sculpted, but still, this is the most accurate Godzilla 2014 figure there is. Besides the 24-inch head to tail figure, this is the most accurate one, and that's why I love this figure so much. So yeah. And speaking of SH Monster Arts, let's show my crown jewel in my collection. The special color version of the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Millennium. Now, this figure was a pretty interesting buy because I found him at Barnes & Noble, and they had him there for $70, like retail price. Which I'm not sure, because I heard like this guy was only like a Bandai shop online exclusive, but they were selling him at Barnes & Noble, so I don't know. But the detail in this guy is amazing, and unlike most SH Monster figures, this one I have yet to experience like a constant falling off thing from this figure, which that's pretty shocking. So yeah, that was my Godzilla collection. If you liked this video and the other videos on my channel, please consider to subscribe, and yeah, more Godzilla videos coming up this month. So see ya, guys. So yeah, that was my Godzilla collection. If you liked this video and the other videos on my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and you'll see more Godzilla videos later this month. So I am Psycho Content, and our session is over. Goodbye.